5 tips and tricks for Zelda II, The Adventure of Link on the Nintendo. Number 1. In the beginning of your adventure as Link, it is important to collect experience points as to not suck. The first palace is a great place to collect these points as the enemies are not too difficult and they give you experience points. Although, when you finish the first palace and place its gem, you're not allowed to return, and that sucks. Aww. A trick unknown to many is you can avoid placing the gem. This will allow you to re-enter the palace and collect more experience points. Yay! Number 2. Fighting the armored blocky idiots. Fighting these guys is an awful thing to have to do in video games. It's like they know what you're going to do before you know what you are going to do. A much easier way to fight them is to jump at them and then stab as you are falling, aiming at their face or more like their forehead. If timed correctly, they won't be able to block it, and you can repeat it until they are dead. And you will be happy. Yay! Number 4. Many places in your adventure as Link have lots of enemies in shitty spots that hit you a lot and are hard to dodge. And many of these spots are over water. And everybody knows that Link cannot swim. Aww. It's a good thing that we're smart and we realize that these old games have limited memory for items and enemies. You see, every 6th enemy that we kill will drop an item. And as long as we don't pick up that item, it will be there forever. If we take the time to drop 5 items, the game can't make enemies anymore. And look at this. It is so easy. Ha! You suck, game. You can't even hurt us anymore. What a stupid game. And now we crossed this bridge and didn't get knocked into the water. Yay! Number 5. It is inevitable that you will come across one of the blue blocky guys guarding an item that you need. Like their red blocky brethren, they also suck and will kill you. One way to get by them is to get good and jackhammer their face off. But that is hard and no one wants to learn that. One thing you can do is fairy past the jerk. By turning to fairy, you can fairy over him. But you will notice that you take damage and can die. It is possible, however, to get 1 pixel higher and avoid the damage. Before reaching him, move to the top of the overhang until you stop. Then move out from under the overhang and tap the up button once. If done correctly, you can still go under the overhangs, but are high enough to avoid the damage from this blue Smurf-looking jerk, allowing you to collect your precious item. Number 6. The boss of the 5th palace is known to be very hard and fat. He spends his time swinging his chain around and killing you. But there is an easier way. Jump his first attack and push him into the corner. From here, as long as you attack him, when he enters the room, you can hit him, but he can't hit you. And you will win easily. Yay! Number 7. You have to be kidding me with this stupid boss. If you have ever been adventuring with Link and got to this part, most likely this boss kicked your butt. A lot. Well, I'm here to tell you there is a better way. First, you may ask yourself, but what if I don't have magic to cast the thunder spell? I would then say, just go to the left. There is a jar of magic or a flaming deathbird. Either way, if it's a flaming deathbird, you can just leave and come back until it's a jar of magic and use that to fill your magic. You might also say, but what if I'm an idiot and I have no magic and no life? I would say, go left and get the jar of magic and fill up your life. Then continue left to this spot where there is another jar or flaming deathbird. Remember, anytime you get flaming deathbird, don't kill it, just leave the screen and come back. With practically full life and full magic, we're ready for the boss fight. Once the boss appears, use the thunder spell for him to show his stupid idiot face. Run all the way to the right side of the screen and tap left so that you face left. Cast the jump spell and the shield spell. From here, the likelihood of the boss ever hitting you is very low. Wait for the boss to fly its stupid face down by you and jump and stab him in his stupid face. Continue this process of waiting for him to fly low and stabbing him in his stupid face over and over and over and over again until he is dead and you have won and are one step closer to adventuring with Link to the end. Yay! Bonus glitch. You know the time where you're adventuring with Link and there's just all of these walls with these jerkwads on top of them trying to touch you with their balls? Here's a neat glitch you can do. When you enter the room, turn into a fairy and then tap the left button and move 1 pixel at a time until the fairy disappears. Then press right and you're on the other side of the wall. Happy days! Yay! This has been 5 tips and tricks for adventuring with Link on the Nintendo. If you liked these tips and tricks and would like to see more from another game, please leave your suggestions in the comments below. Goodbye.